You're watching day 3 of the Pasifika Youth Cup and the final match of this afternoon. We'll see Samoa and the Cook Islands square off against each other. Samoa have been impressive at the tournament. A couple of cracking games, the Savo already. Missed out. Too good for Niue. This will be an interesting game. Willie Poaching. We've seen the talent on display in both of these sides, but you're well aware of the talent in this Samoan team, of course. Difficult this afternoon.
Their talent is obvious. You read through the team list and you see some of the players they have in their side, but form. They've been in all comers so far in this tournament. It's day 3. They've had a couple of games. And they've almost been unstoppable. And, it'll be a tough one here for the Cook Islands, but as I say, they're a couple of days into the tournament. And we'll see how they've grown as they've got into it.
Keep an eye on Braxton Sorensen McGee, as always. Such a talented young player in both the 13-a-side game, the 15-a-side game, the 7-a-side game. Throw her anywhere, she is very, very good. And again, it'll be a real handful this afternoon for this Cook Islands side. Parkinson will officiate our final match of the afternoon here. Jack Fevers and Liam O'Brien will run touch.
And Braxton Sorensen McGee to kick off for Samoa. Interesting how deep the Cook Islands are. If this kick-off, the short kick-off is an opportunity.
Lost forward as well. First up, not what she was after. Ashan foul for the Cook Islands, so immediately Braxton Sorensen McGee and Samoa have a prime platform 15 metres out.
Get ready to go on the attack. And as you said, you see Braxton Sorensen McGee get the ball in her hands as much as possible.
Just holds the ball, eventually passes away to Bene Masoy. Come back and just running a straight line back into traffic. Nice work. Ivana Lauatiti for Samoa. Short pass and desperate defence on the line, trying to crash through is Tau. In Maletino Looking for a quick play, won't get it here. Deeper pass, good hands off of the ground. Braxton, Sorensen, McGee, little kick along the grass here, and the chase through, and the try in the end, beautiful. Faith Tavita. But what about the play from Tiarian Leonga for Samoa to score the first?
Always a gamble when you kick early in these positions. Well, she obviously read that the winger had come up and there was space, and she's taken full advantage of the deep in goals here at Navigation Home Stadium and put enough on it. Wonderful touch and a great finish by Faith Tavita. Puts it down in the corner, and after the error from the kickoff, they concede one early here, the Cook Islands, and they're already into their running, Samoa.
Oh, the early mistake, and she can afford to give this talented Samoan outfit those sort of opportunities. They'll create plenty of their own. But ideal start for them, and a chance for Braxton Sorensen McGee to convert. She's been kicking well at this tournament, and it's just away to the left. So the early try to Faith Tavita, and Samoa off to a good start, 4-0.
Couldn't have asked for a better start. Kick off, get an error from the opposition, you can go straight into your work. As I said, always a gamble kicking early. You've got to make sure if you do, you come out with the right result or a positive result. And that was the case there for Samoa. And see what they have planned and see what their coaching staff have planned for their yardage attacking sets as they wait to receive this kickoff.
Big fin coming from Ivana Lauatiti, who plays it back for Latino. Again, just finding her runners, and boom, out of the way. Good, strong contact. It goes again. Here now, Kari Lemalu Lefau.
Some big, strong carries from the Samoan forwards. Early doors, getting them on the front foot.
On the outside too, beautiful hands as Kuki try and get across to shut it down. Shafanoa Lui on the edge. And Samoa on the edge of a second try here to start this game. Braxton Sorensen McGee, so much pace. And what about the pass? Beautiful float across. And Faith Tavita has a second.
And the pass was outstanding from Braxton Sorensen McGee, but so was the build-up. The big forwards carrying the ball, being destructive through the middle, swatting off defenders, getting the attack on the front foot. They decide to go out to the right edge. Find some space here with Louis. Shifenwa Louis this time down there, down the right-hand touchline. And beautiful skill. Just pass, nice shape. Holding their shape out on the wing. And a wonderful finish. And a double for Faith Tavita already in this game. Great footy. Nice build-up. Nice execution.
Well, that's 8 tries for centres in the last 2 games. And counting. Faith Tavita, the early double. Samoa out to an 8-point lead. excellent start. Samoa as McDonald doing more. Carts it forward. Just wading through players in well at the moment here. Havana lower Titi for Samoa.
She's been busy.
Tackle. Yeah. Sure has, as they go again quickly. Out a dummy half, Malatino. All sorts of space starting to open up now here for Samoa, and Malu at the foul. Trying to stay on her feet and perhaps look for an offload. Slower play of the ball for Malatino. Flicks it away. Braxton Sorensen McGee getting the show going once more. Gets it back. Lovely read of the play. She's going to pass the ball away. Excellent draw again. Gee, half the time she should go herself, could go herself, but she passes off unselfishly. Taylor Bene Marsoi, the recipient this time, and Samoa have 3.
And tough for Cook Islands. They haven't had their hands on the ball for a little while. With Samoa going back to back to back, scoring on possessions consecutively, just going down the other end, moving the ball around. Some wonderful carries from the middles. A nice little double round play with Taylor Bene Marsoi passing the ball back to Braxton Sorensen McGee. She makes the break and then passes the ball back inside, as you said, unselfishly. Drawing the fullback, she probably could have scored herself. But doing the team thing, allowing your teammate to score under the post, wonderful play.
Pops over another one, Braxton Sorensen McGee, and has really been the catalyst for this great start.
And it's a real team showing so far from Samoa, and everybody performing their roles and executing their assignments well. The forwards trundling down the park. I like the fashion with which they're carrying the ball, with some aggression, not just taking the ball in, but swatting defenders off. There's a willingness to get through the tackles and beat them to play quick. It's making them really dangerous and sharing the workload.
In favour of Kuki. So, fortuitous bounce for them, and opportunity to get their game going now inside of Samoa's half. Mathalina plays it on the 20. Yeah, here's Heather. Already up by Heather for the Cook Islands. Olalo passes away, looking for a bit of depth on the play now. As to the lines, Louis moving it away again. Mathalina, a couple of carries in the set. Plays it across. Is this the opportunity for the Cook Islands? It will be. Well worked, brilliant try. A forward it was though. The call from the referee. Crowd went up in front here, and Glassy thought she'd scored. We'll take a look. There wasn't a lot in it, was there?
As you said, Mathalena was busy in that set carrying the ball, as was Danny Tixia, the 7 for Cook Islands. She was the one who was more urgent than anybody else to recover the kickoff and give possession to the Cook Islands. Tough call for us. We're looking at that and it looked like it was behind at best, but the try's knocked off, unfortunate for the Cook Islands. Great ball from Danny Tixia.
Malfoy full of running and driven down strongly. Sat down, Deshaun foul, good tackle. Just so much energy there. A fit side, Samoa. The way they're running the ball. So Louis up again. They've made a pile of meters in this set already. Just catching Cookie on the back foot. Braxton Sorensen McGee this time just passes off and says, have a carry. Cleo Leilua, who's going to power through and score.
And as she showed already, she's assisting all the tries. And the tries have her hand marks all over them, and that's the same there. Braxton Sorensen McGee laying on the platform for Cleo Leilua to do the hard work, bust defenders open, and just too strong, straight under the sticks. And just the response that Samoa wanted after almost conceding up the other end. The professional attitude to just get back to their work. It was Danny Mafoy on the right-hand side that started the roll-on. And Samoa just picking holes and rolling down the field.
Easy work at the moment for Braxton Sorensen McGee, and Samoa here unlucky, Cook Islands, not to have the try down the right edge. Pass Dean forward by Annie Tixia. But another for Samoa. And they lead it by 20 points to 0.
And look, I don't think it's going to be one of those things that we look back and it's going to have an effect on the scoreline of the game, but nonetheless, I thought it was a try to the Cook Islands. I thought it was a tough call, but obviously the touch judge is down sideline. He was in line with the pass and deemed it that it floated forward, but it looked like it came out of the back of the hands from Danny Tixia for the Cook Islands. But they've got to take some belief that if they get up there again, if they get in that position, that they can get over the line.
Not going to go the distance. So compounding for the Cook Islands here. Latino. Again away for Sorensen McGee as Leilua once more striding, getting the legs going and taking the ball just out from the 10. Here comes Samoa again, too strong, too powerful, and they'll have another try. And this time it's Ava Grace Lamalu-Lefau who scores.
So if we're defending and we're committing numbers to the tackle, and we're getting 3s and 4s, you've got to get some ruck control. If you're getting 3 and 4 and you're not getting that ruck control, then you're missing those 3 or 4 defenders in your defensive line, and unfortunately that's what's happening right now for the Cook Islands. They're getting numbers in there, but the strength and power of the ball carriers from Samoa are of a nature where they're not getting any control. They're playing the ball, so those holes are being left in the line, and that's where the players like Ava Grace Lemalu-Lefau are able to just pick holes, find one-on-ones, and then bust themselves over. It's just unfortunate for the Cook Islands that they're not able to get that control that's needed. Now they're strong anyway, the Samoan ball carriers, but they've got a bit between their teeth by the look of it this afternoon.
Certainly have. 26-0. 5 tries already.
We spoke about the front rowers from Tonga in the last game having their red ball. Looks like the Samoan team have had their red steak, had their raw meat. They've got the angry pills in them.
Certainly have. And well worth the lead at the moment. Still plenty of time to play in this first half. Under 14. Day 3 of the Pasifika Youth Cup. Wins earlier this afternoon. Fiji over Niue, 28-20. Last out, Niue Tonga. On the women's side of the draw, 30 points to 10 for Tonga. And Samoa here on track for another big win. Still a long way to go, but good signs early. And they've just marched on to a sizable lead, 26-0. Latino once more goes Elua. Hands on the ball, Talabine Marsue, one of the try scorers. 3 players to bring it to ground. Won't get the quick play of the ball she's after here, Sam Malatino, but will try to do something herself out of dummy half. 15 metres out. Samoa piling on the pressure again here as Lofiso is wrapped up, looking for the pass away, gets it to Malatino. Has plenty of players to aim at. Here's another try coming up. Yes, it is. And McDonald Tuimonga.
And again, Samoa just too aggressive on the front foot. They're able to run 10, 12 metres before the defensive line are initiating any sort of contact, and all the momentum is Samoa's way. And a wonderful carry, finding the one-on-one, going over. Leone McDonald Tuimonga. Wonderful try for Samoa again. Keeping busy, not had to do a lot of defence, so obviously their energy levels are high. And conversely, because they've had to do a lot of defending, it's draining. It's draining on the cookies.
It's a one-way traffic at the moment at Navigation Home Stadium. They've played some excellent rugby league, but I know that it's a long weekend ahead as we build towards this Sunday. Pasifika Youth Cup, brought to you by the Pasifika Aotearoa Collective, headed up by New Zealand Māori Rugby League and alongside the other Pasifika nations. Fantastic association and support from One New Zealand Warriors. Do a fantastic job of helping put on this festival of rugby league and a chance for these young players to shine and take that next step. No doubt eyeballs across the week on some of these players. And a big thanks to our partners here at Sky Sports Stream Shop for their coverage, bringing you the action here. Another carry. He's doing it all too easy at the moment. Set after set. Donald Tuimonga on the score sheet. There's a good fend. Laufiso, another one too. Eventually the tackle comes. A good one in the end too as they keep marching forward. Doing it with ease now. Dorme Laufiso takes the ball over the 20. Still 10 to play in this half. As Braxton, Sorensen, McGee just has it on a string at the moment. All the time in the world to play with the footy, but well, those things will hurt. It's those little 1%ers that, for all money, we're heading for another one. Samoa and Lavinia Ilfau puts it down.
You saw the carry earlier from Lavinia, and just how far she was able to run before any defender got any contact or put a hand on her. Just showing the dominance and the momentum that Samoa have at the moment. And they've got to jump and pounce on these opportunities when Samoa do come up with an error. And quickly make the most of this.
Tetsu for Cook Islands. Boulder Tetsu. Just haven't really had an opportunity to play with the ball, have they? Cookie here. Lucky not to be penalised as they were asking the question of referee Paki Parkinson. Cook Islands. Bit of space on the right edge, but equally up to task defensively as Arizona Cooper tried to get through.
Was that Braxton making the tackle, forcing an error? It's always a good sign when your halfbacks are coming up with big tackles, forcing errors out of the opposition. Unfortunate for the Cookies and Arizona Cooper. And Samoa go on the attack again.
Ball away, just left in behind. Intended target, Danny Mafoy from Alena Lavia.
I was giving Samoa the ball and must have deemed that the Cook Islands must have knocked it on. Yeah, looking to try and get Danny Mafoy on the outside of her centre and give her some space. Couldn't take the ball. A few stoppages in the game now. A couple of errors. A couple of stoppages that the Cook Islands will be grateful for.
But here it is again for Sorensen McGee, just spying space, so much time, ball in hand, just gliding through the defence. And once more, they're trying to crack them, desperate defence, but it won't matter. Through they go again, a second try for Taylor Bene Marsoi. He's falling off tackles now, the Cook Islands, and they're really making them pay here somewhat.
And Taylor Bene Marsoi comes up with the try and she gets the tick in the box, but in the lead up, it's all Braxton Sorensen McGee, and she's just got so much time. You can see she's assessing the situations, she's playing in her own time, she's reading which defenders to draw, where she's going to put her runners into holes. For such a young lady, she's playing with so much experience. She doesn't look like she's panicking or flustered or trying to rush things. She's happy to take her time, read it. And her teammates know it too, and they're just turning up in support, understanding she'll do her bit, and they've got to be in the position to take it. Hence why she's got so many assists already.
A wonderful player, Sorensen McGee, no doubt bright future. Through your time in the UK, 25 years up there. Willie Poaching, grand final winner with the Leeds Rhinos. Would have played obviously with some outstanding players. Pretty hard to pick one, but is there one that stands out that you got to play alongside that you thought was just a couple of steps above?
There's a couple, you know, at our time in Leeds, and I was very lucky to play at the start of a team that went on a champion run for 10 years, and the leader of that side was a special man and special player, a fellow by the name of Kevin Simfield. A wonderful leader, but also a great thinker of the game, and wasn't, by his own admittance, the fastest, the biggest tackler, the best trainer, but he was a master at everything. And he was great at everything. He worked hard at everything, in every facet of his game. But then we also had a special player with an X factor when he came to us, and he turned us around almost instantaneously. And the year that he came in 2004 was the year that we won the grand final, and he played a big part in that. And his daughter's playing out here for Samoa this afternoon, Ali Lautiti. You know, for someone like him to become available, I even said to the coach, even though he was in my position, we needed someone of his talent, and it paid off for us.
Marvellous player, Ali Lautiti. Thanks for sharing, Willie. fantastic warrior, as Samoa just continue to pile on the pressure and search for another one. Still 3.5 remain in this half. There's another carry forward, McDonald Tuimonga. Once they get to this part of the field, when Braxton Sorensen McGee is running the show like this, it is just all too easy. And Lavinia Default gets her name on the score sheet for Samoa.
We've got to pay some credit to the coaching staff of Samoa, because they look well drilled, well structured, and there's moments where we've seen other teams in this tournament where they just take the ball and close to the try line, and I thought the dummy half was going to have a go. But such as their structure and their training and their coaching, they understand the need to move the ball and get it wide. And when you've got someone of the quality and calibre of Braxton Sorensen McGee playing the way she is, you've got to get it into her hands as much as possible. And good things are always happening around her, such as that. And it was a nice little tip-on pass and a wonderful try there. And another one for Samoa as they keep the scoreboard ticking over with 2 minutes to go.
It was a big part of the Auckland Storm and Farah Palmer Cup and the rugby side of things, out of Auckland Girls Grammar, from a very talented rugby league family. Second cousin of Scott Sorensen, Kiwi. Multiple premiership winner with Penrith. Certainly runs in the blood. And at the moment, steering the ship for Samoa. 44-0 over Cook Islands here.
And as you'd expect, Cook Islands in no rush. In no rush to get started. Just welcoming, waiting for half time to come, get in, get a drink, reassess, and see what they can come out with in the second half.
Gillette, good front on tackle. Let's try and slow this one-way blue train down. At the moment they can't, because with carries like that again, Melua and the ability to play it quickly out of dummy half, it's just hurting the Cook Islands big time here. Try and drag the player over on the right edge, and Shafenwa Louis. Again, this quick play and doing it with ease at the moment. Malfoy is going to scoot around and score another try, and a chance to bring up 50 at the end of the half. Danny Malfoy for Samoa.
And she's been waiting for her opportunities to get the ball in her hands and made the most of it on that occasion. She's had to take it out of the dummy half. Position, squaring them up. Too big, too strong for the defenders, too fast. Getting around the fullback. Rounds it around. And as you heard, it's the hooter on half time. And they'll be happy with the way they close out, and rightly so, be happy with that half of football.
Should be happy with that too. Braxton Sorensen McGee sends it through, brings up 50. Dominant display here by this impressive young outfit, Samoa, over the Cook Islands here at the Pasifika Youth Cup at Pukekohe.
It's an absolute feast.
At Pertec, we understand that our customer needs their plant and equipment up, running and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Using only world-class product from the likes of Bridgestone and Yokohama, there is no compromise for your valuable machines. Our attention to detail and precision is second to none. It's this customer experience that separates Pertec from the pack. Pertec, we'll keep you operating.
And welcome back to Navigation Home Stadium here in Pukekohe for the Pacific Youth Cup. And it's halftime here as Samoa girls take on the Cook Islands. And as you can see, the scoreline of 50-0, it's all been one-way traffic, with Samoa exposing their will and showing their dominance. And it's all been Braxton, Sorensen, McGee putting her hands all over everything for Samoa. This was the opening try. Faith Tavita chasing the kick early in the game after a turnover. Then Braxton McGee with the long ball. Again out to Faith Tavita for her second of the game. And some lovely interchanges of play. And it's the halfback again, Sorensen McGee, turning them inside out and then passing the ball with a nice interchange of play with Benay Marsoy. And some big plays by the middles from Samoa, and the impact of Cleo Leilua, the vice captain for Samoa. She came off the bench, splitting them open. Moments that they tried to move the ball, finding the one-on-ones. As I said, almost scoring at will.
9 tries in the end in this first half, and they weren't done. There was one for McDonald doing Monga. And they kept coming, just finding this space, and as well, tackles starting to fall off, particularly as the score got away on the Cook Islands. But they didn't take the foot off the throat all the time. Like all good players, Braxton, Sorensen, McGee has unselfishly set up plenty of tries here. This was just, again, more good individual work, getting around some tired defence. And Danny Mafoy had one. It's been a long day here at Navigation Home Stadium. Our final match of this afternoon. And still half a game of footy left in front of us before we look forward to the weekend. One of the best seats in the house, a free watch.
And Cook Islands really need to take advantage of the break at half time, as I said, to reinvigorate themselves, re-energise, and try and get some defence here going. Get some numbers in the tackles, get some line speed, get in the faces of these ball carriers from Samoa.
There we go again. Saw the dominance of front row forwards for Tonga in the previous game. Just a little mistake. Set very, very high standards for themselves. We've seen that throughout the week and through that first half, so I'll be happy with that, because they know there's some stiff competition coming this weekend.
And that's a big win for the Cook Islands. That's a big win defensively, forcing an error, opportunity and good ball. Last time they were here, they got over the line.
Well, they just haven't had their hands on the ball to work with, and it's a bit foreign to them at the moment, the Cook Islands. So back she goes to clean up, Arizona Cooper. And they'll have to start from just outside their 40. And a penalty too, this will help. offside.
Yeah, you can I'm just listening to the coach from the Cook Islands, and he's trying to charge them up. He's saying, let's go, let's go. Just the fatigue factor, and you feel sorry for the Cook Islands. They've got a couple of injuries in their camp. They're missing a couple of players. The squad's down on numbers. When you get these opportunities still, you've got to find that zest, find that energy, that zip that's needed in order when you're playing a team of quality like Samoa.
Big contact coming in. There's a big hit to 18 on 18. Official on Te Pori up a heather.
Wasn't a just.
They keep coming. A rare opportunity just to set a bit of a play here beyond the 30 inside Samoa territory. Gillette plays it back. Around the corner comes the 5'8" foul. She's down on the 20. Haven't had to do much defending at all this afternoon here, Samoa, but now they do. As the fullback tries to get through them again. Good defence coming from Dorme Laufeso. On the fullback, Shakira Louis.
Two big tackles from Laufeso. One the shot and one to nullify the set. I'm not sure if Shakira Louis knew that it was last tackle. But they completed a set, Cook Islands. See if the next time they can get it, throw it around and try and post some points.
Big D coming this time, but she stays on her feet brilliantly. Does Solo Lafonga. Thought she'd done enough there. Rapana for the Cook Islands.
Yeah, I thought it was a one-on-one situation where the other two defenders had fallen off the tackle, but the referee deemed that it either called held or there was still another defender in there. Unfortunate for the Cook Islands.
Just doing that a bit easier, getting around the first couple of defenders, but then backup arrives for the Cook Islands. Again, easy meters. The ball loose out the back though.
Yeah, referee in the best spot on that one. And able to see that the ball was taken out by the defender.
Played out there, I think, by putting up a header. As they go quickly here. Samoa. As Ben plays it just inside the 10. It's going to be hard to stop. They'll crash through for another one. And someone who's put a couple of big shots on in this game, Dorme Laufeso, has her name on the list.
She's thrown herself around in defence already in this half. And she does it again, carrying the ball, finds a one-on-one. Has Magnolia Ash Folalo in front of her, just decides to go route one. Laufeso on this occasion. And in comparison to the first half, it's taken them a little while to get over the whitewash. And they post another try. And business resuming for Samoa. Great try.
Service resuming for Sargent McGee. Converts another one.
You can't help but feel for the Cook Islands and the scoreline and the way the game's going. And as I said before, the situation they find themselves in, down on troops, down on numbers. It's day 3. They've lost a couple of players to their squad. When you're defending so much in a game, it's draining anyway, but conditions, doing it in a day like this, it's a tough, tough ask. And the game can be cruel sometimes, especially when you're playing against an outfit that is of a quality of the one that they're playing against, and doubly so when they're of a ruthless nature.
And he ticks here, and that bounce just a little bit awkward for Samoa. And away they go through Louis. Penalty as well here for them. Just under 22 minutes to go. And hard to finish off the job, pile on a few more. Can Cook Islands find a way to get their hands on the ball and back at the try line themselves? Let's come forward.
Nice, couple of high fives. A couple of players from the Cook Islands team showing some signs of life and energy, and that's what you want. Celebrate those small victories, those small wins, those small successes.
It's all over the place at the moment. Parkinson's whistle doesn't go, but Samoa have an opportunity to run in another one, and this time it's gone down. Something you do not see, particularly from their halfback.
Yeah, it was Tiari Leonga who made the break on the outside, and I thought she was going to have enough gas to get around the fullback, decided better of it and pass it inside into Braxton Sorensen McGee. Couldn't take it cleanly enough and spilt possession. And again, Cook Islands get a chance.
You have to play it from our own 10. A good front on contact, aggressive defence. Shifenwa Louis. Just haven't had enough time with the ball in hand to get into any sort of rhythm on attack, and starting to show here when they start thinking about what to do, running out of options. Up smartly though, Samoa. It'll be Cook Islands. They get a chance to breathe and reset.
It's the first time in the game they get a back-to-back set, Cook Islands, and see if they can get some structure and some cohesion that you're talking about that they haven't been able to get some flow about their game, about their attacking game.
Taylor Gillette. He's tried to be as busy as she can be today. It's an impressive Samoa side. Ball is away. Makoroa ripped away, and they look to punish them again here. Masoi dishes it up. Real freedom in the play from Samoa. Elena Lavia tries to step back in. Good tackle low. Shakira Louis, but off we go. And the direct route once more. Look to try and free the arms, did Lauatiti, plenty of numbers here, away to the left, and Braxton Sorensen McGee says here is another one. And Solo Lafonga is the latest recipient of a Braxton Sorensen McGee assist.
And this time pouncing on the error, turning defence into attack, going one end to the other. Benay Marsoy beating a couple of defenders. Offloads, it comes out to the right, they make some indentations. It's Ivana Lauatiti, plays it quickly, too quick for the defence to get set. No defenders there at all. When they fall over the line, just too easy for Solo Lafonga. Another try to Samoa, this time on the back of some aggressive D, pouncing on it. You just want to see for a moment something for the Cook Islands to show something positive. They deserve something out of the game as much as Samoa's been dominant. And Braxton McGee, unfortunately, misses that one.
It's been brutally hot here today. You'll take the shade where you can get it. Not a bad spot. Snap a few pickies.
Still a long time to go, 16 and a half minutes. And the scoreboard's been busy Samoa's favour, but it looks like the Cook Islands are just wishing the time away. We've still got some time to play.
16 remain here on day 3. That's all Samoa. The ball, unlucky not to have a try in the first half. The Cooks, and really from that point on, all momentum with the team in blue. Sorensen McGee again just creating uncertainty in the defensive mind of Kuki. All the way, and here's a good strong run. Manisi Dole kept alive by the 5'8" Lavia. And just that well, they're doing it here. Samoa, another try coming up for David Grace Lamalu Lefau.
They've scored some tries through some pass plays, through some aggression. That one was through sheer skill and support play, an effort to push and be around the ball for each other. Offloads. Beautiful offload there from Melisito. And a wonderfully well taken try again. And Samoa under the sticks. 64-0 kick to come. You expect Braxton McGee to throw this one over to make it 16 with 14 left. Still a lot of time to play. I like the way they've shown different ways of scoring the tries and come up with different ways to play. But whatever they've done has been built on the back of some of the strong carries with people like Lauatiti, the Malu Lefau. Lafrisa's been important. She's been strong. It's allowed the edges to play and find the spaces and the gaps necessary to expose and get over the try line.
A long 14 minutes coming up for Cook Islands here. Just try and stop the bleeding. Touched or off the foot.
Oh, unlucky Cook Islands.
Very unlucky indeed, as to try and make them pay with a bit of aggressive defence. She's held in the end, so off they come to the left here. And again, Samoa just easy as you like, and this time Tiarian Leonga. And a dot down over in the left corner. She knows the effort that the Cook Islands have put in today. Nice embrace, good sharp sportsmanship there. And the end goal, but that is another try.
And I liked her explosion out. As soon as she got the ball and turned the corner, she just put her foot down. I'd say it was a foot race, but not really. She was never going to get caught from there. You don't see that too often, the opposition congratulating you on scoring a try, but such as the camaraderie, the spirit in this competition, and that goes for the boys as well. The tournament's been played in a fantastic spirit. It's been fantastic to be part of, and so much respect from all the teams, and the boys and the girls, and all the countries and all the fans. Likewise, they've been so respectful and cheering good football.
Certainly it's been evident here last few days, and looking forward to a great weekend too here at Navigation Homes Stadium. That whānau and friends, as you say, of all the teams, no matter who they're supporting, they're appreciating good rugby league from these young players. And plenty more to look forward to here on Sky Sport. The try, the latest to Tiarian Leonga. 13 of them in all for Samoa.
And 10 minutes to go, and the trainer from the Cook Islands is around his team, and he's been busy. And no doubt he's been busy trying to rev his team up. Trying to be that necessary spark when he can.
Wind picked up a bit this afternoon. It's fairly calm just after lunch.
Some of that breeze in this commentary box will be right.
I think so too, yeah. Might have to figure out how to Jimmy open those windows at some point, but at the moment it is Samoa who have just been running hot all afternoon, and they still keep coming, looking for more. Away it goes, and this will be an easy read surely for the line herself. She'll score it. Shafenwa Louis, she had players on the outside, but that is real confident play just to pick the spot herself.
And you know, when the team's on, they've got so many options, inside and outside. She had 3 support runners. Again, the draw and pass. Shafenwa Louis with the right footstep. Such was the pace she was running, they couldn't stop it. Dragging the defender over the line. She goes over for another try for Samoa. Braxton Sorensen McGee. Plenty of kicking practice today.
Well, she's done everything but score a try herself. Braxton Sorensen McGee here in this match. Still plenty of time for her to get one or two. You were talking to some of the coaches before, weren't you, Willie, about bringing teams together for this tournament. Some have, I guess, the luxury of a bit more time, but it is hard, isn't it, to bring young players together who've just come off a summer, bring them into a training camp, and then, as you say, playing against sides that some of the players know each other a bit better, they've had a bit more time. It is a tough ask.
Yeah, and it's a massive difference between being together for a couple of weeks and knowing each other than being thrown together. Some of these sides have barely met each other before coming here, let alone trained together or played together. And that makes a difference. And this Samoan girls side, I understand, has been together for a little while, and a lot of these girls know each other, and have played together at club level or in other teams, and that makes a huge difference, especially in pressure situations where you have that almost telepathic reaction to each other's movements and play. You know what someone's going to do, you know where they're going to be. When you've played with somebody, when you're playing with somebody for the first time that you haven't really met, let alone played with, it can be difficult. You're still learning about each other.
Tough to bring down. It's carried well. Have the front rowers of Samoa this afternoon. Donald Tuimonga. Just so abrasive, aggressive, and presence of mind. Official to look for an offload. Some of the ball control and contact's been very good as Braxton Sorensen McGee squares them up again down the left edge, and just looking for the ball across. She had her there. Tavita tried to pop it over. Tiarian Leunga would look for a second.
And smart play by the winger for the Cook Islands. And she was waiting for her to commit and make a read and come from the inside, but she didn't do so, and then the offload just straight forward. A long way for Cook Islands to go down the other end.
Tongia waiting out there for the Cook Islands, the kick over, and possession for Samoa. And Masoi just pops it away. There's the tackle, Rapana. Quick play of the ball, out of dummy half, and again squaring them up. Some of the passing's been exceptional. Here it is, indeed. She will get one this time. Instead of passing, she said, there's a dummy, and in she goes, Braxton Sorensen McGee.
It was Danny Mafoy this time in at dummy half, gets out, draw and pass. Out to her halfback, who, as you said, has done everything this afternoon but score, throws the dummy, and just goes round untouched, under the sticks for her first try of the afternoon. I think that's the 15th try for Samoa, and she's had a hand in almost 13.
It is the 15th, and that one belongs to this young lady. Braxton Sorensen McGee converts her own try this time. And the job almost complete here this afternoon.
You can't help but feel for the Cook Islands. You're watching them walk back, and the dejection. Well, everyone's looking at the ground, looking for answers, and we all know there's no answers there. You've got to look at each other and try and find it within each other, find it within your group, but you can't help it when you're looking at an 82-point scoreline and 82-0 deficit. It's tough.
Six up there for Mafui. Shot coming in for Tanga. Wanting a quick play. This is encouraging from Samoa, given they're so far ahead, just the urgency to keep going and pile on more. Slower play of the ball this time. Valentino dishes it away, and again more space off the ruck. Excellent meters for a 2-try scorer. One look their foul. Braxton Sorensen McGee. The ball dropped off. The player running the angle back on the inside, and Timoteo.
Taking her time, looks like she's hurt her ankle.
Taking a wee knock there, so hopefully can walk that one off. There's Samoa will look to walk in another try. Defenders falling off and trying to turn around and plant it is Dole. Last tackle here, and he'll just scoot over out of dummy half, will she? Yes, she will. Sam Malatino.
And even after the slow play of the ball, where she got up quite gingerly, Samoa finds some space on the try line. And they keep ticking it over. Nice try by Sam Malatino. She gets her first for the afternoon. And things just don't get any better for the Cook Islands. There's a player down injured. Let's hope she's fine. Because the afternoon doesn't need to get any tougher than what it already is.
We haven't been denied all afternoon, but the upright at Navigation Home says sorry, not today on this occasion. Braxton Sorensen McGee. Seconds remain here in the final game of the day. It's been all Samoa deserved winners. Credit to the Cook Islands for hanging tough. Here it is. Job done for Samoa here on day 3 of the Pasifika Youth Cup for 2024. 86 points to 0 over the Cook Islands. On behalf of the whole crew here throughout the day, we look forward to a weekend of rugby league action. On behalf of Willie Poaching, it's Jeff McTage saying good afternoon from Navigation Home Stadium here at Pukekohe.